In this video, I'm going to show you how to play C major scale left hand 1 octave up and down. This channel is your guide through developing all the different skills and knowledge you need to become a better piano player and musician. So if that's something you want to do, consider clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything you need to learn. If you've not done the right hand yet, I suggest you do that first, and there's a video on that linked in the description. It doesn't really matter so much which one you do first, it's just that in the other video, I've broken down some important things about learning scales that I might not repeat in this one. And I've also got a worksheet you can get to from my website, which has got graphics and finger numbers for all 12 major scales, 1 and 2 octaves, also in the description. And after this, check out part 3, which will be on putting hands together. Your left hand is a mirror image of your right hand. So with C major, the finger pattern we used for the right hand going up, we used for the left hand on the way down, and the finger pattern we used to come down in the right hand, we used to go up in the left hand. So on the right going up, we went 1, 2, 3, thumb, and on the left going down, we go 1, 2, 3, thumb. So that means the fingers are going to go finger 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then there's 3 notes left, so we need a block of 3 fingers. 3, 2, 1. And on the way down, reverse it. 1, 2, 3. And then it'll be thumb under, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I recommend following the same steps as the previous video. I'll really quickly run through them. So the first step was to break the notes up into blocks and play those blocks together so you can see the blocks in one go. In the left hand, that would be finger 5, then fingers 1 to 4 on the next 4 notes, then the last 3 notes with fingers 1 to 3. And then practice going up and down, moving your hand, floating over the top. Then step 2 would be to do the same thing, but just when you land on the block in one go, just break the notes up instead of actually hitting them all together. And we're not worrying yet about connecting the blocks together smoothly. So hit that one, and then the next 4, move over, break them up, and repeat on the way down. Step 3 would be connecting them together smoothly. So just to remind you, in order to connect them together smoothly, you really need to focus on your arm floating over the keys. When your wrist is held properly over the keyboard and you're not digging your weight in, when you come to put your finger 3 over the top and your thumb's not digging in too hard, you've got loads of mobility to move around where you need. So finger 3 goes over the top nice and smooth, your thumb just comes underneath like that. And the same on the way down. When you get to finger 3, if you're not digging in too hard on this finger and you're holding your weight up properly, you can relax like that. Thumb just tucks underneath and let these fingers float over the top into place. Watch out for notes crunching together like that. We want it nice and individual sounding. And in your head, start prioritizing the rhythm, so keeping that even pulse, and when you make the turns, trying to hit the next one on time without a big pause. You really don't need to go any faster than this when you're just starting this out. Try going up just on its own, try coming down just on its own, and then try continuously going up and down. So when you get to the top, don't hit the top note again, just go straight back down like that, and the same at the bottom if you're going to come back up. And remember to think ahead a little bit. So for example, on the way down, you need to be thinking about that thumb turn before you get to it. That way you can lean into it a little bit instead of getting to this note and then suddenly realizing, which will probably mean you end up pausing or twisting and jerking your wrist a little bit. So practice the left hand just like I said with the right hand. Work on everything being nice and even. Don't go too fast. That is like the #1 beginner mistake. Feel your fingers going in order, so don't be going from finger 5 to finger 3. And when you get to the top, remember, look ahead at that block of 3, and that informs you that you need to mold a block of 3 fingers into the block of 3 notes, which will help prevent you putting 2 over by accident or something like that. Always making sure your arm feels like it's holding its weight up so you can float over the top of the keys. Be extra careful of that as you're coming down towards the weaker fingers, which is where people sometimes dip down or flick the wrist up like this. That's where you have to think about it more, gently bobbing your wrist weight up and down. And also try and maintain that good arched hand position with curved fingers. Don't forget there's that worksheet too with graphics and finger numbers for all 12 major scales. Next you should watch part 3 on putting hands together, and I have a few useful tricks to make that easier. Please leave a like and a comment if this video was helpful, and subscribe for more content to help you develop your piano playing. Thanks for watching.